welcome to this week's LOLC Securities Weekly Market Roundup. I am Negara Vijayamana.
And I am Tharindu Amarasekara. This is the sound of profitability.
As official data shows, Sri Lanka's worker remittances hit the highest in 6 years.
In December 2024, the remittances gained by 7.7% to $613.8 million compared to $569.7 million in the same month in the previous year. Worker remittances are one of the top foreign exchange revenue earners for the island nation, which is still recovering from an unprecedented economic crisis that hit in 2022. The island nation has been in the process of sending more migrant workers to bring in higher foreign exchange since the country declared bankruptcy in 2022. A record number of 312,836 people left the country last year, surpassing the previous record high of 310,953, which was in 2022. This was from data from the Sri Lanka Foreign Employment Bureau.
According to Energy Minister Kumara Jayakodi, Sri Lanka is trying to regularize proposals by renewable energy investors to state-run Ceylon Electricity Board. This was during the last administration, and some of which are at very high prices. There were 49 proposals in response to expression of interest which were not competitive tender.
Minister Jayakodi told Parliament that under a new Electricity Act brought by the last administration, they would be made void. Sri Lanka's state-run CEB has got consistently cheaper offers for renewable energy when competitive tenders were called. When small renewable projects were tendered, they came at much power prices than offered under feed-in tariffs without competitive bidding, in line with what would have been expected from larger projects with economies of scale.
Now it's time for the corporate highlights.
The groundbreaking ceremony for the $120 million luxury marina development project at the Colombo Port City took place last week. This 3.1 hectare state-of-the-art luxury marina development project is by the LOLC Holdings Group's Brown Investments PLC together with the China Harbour Engineering Corporation. The marina will be a key attraction of the Colombo Port City, the $1.4 billion FDI project by the China Harbour Engineering Corporation, offering an unparalleled blend of investment options, state-of-the-art infrastructure, and a cosmopolitan lifestyle. With a 250-vessel capacity, the marina is positioned as the only full-service marina between Dubai and Phuket. Marina will redefine marine tourism and boost Sri Lanka's stakes as a premier destination for luxury and MICE tourism.
A $75 million private equity fund was launched targeting South and Southeast Asia. This was announced by its promoters, Sri Lanka and Singapore-based Plus94 Fund and Malaysia-based Crewstone International.
The fund will focus on early-stage technology companies in health, AI-driven outsourcing, agriculture, and deep tech. According to Chief Executive of Crewstone International, Izmir bin Mujab, over 1.2 billion people in South Asia are expected to join the middle class by 2030, driving unprecedented demand for technology solutions. The Crewstone Plus94 Technology Fund has a minimum investment of $5 million for 8 years and says investors are offered IPO, trade sale, and secondary sale as exit strategies. It is operating under the Labuan Financial Services Act and says it offers a flexible structure that ensures tax efficiency and operational advantages for investors. Plus94 Fund is an investment advisory with offices in Sri Lanka and Singapore, offering portfolio management, private equity, and advisory services.
Strategically located Sri Lanka's China-backed Hambantota port said that it handled 43,777 20-foot equivalent units by mid-2024 after it started container relay operations in April 2024. This is a remarkable growth since in 2023, the port only handled 44 containers. The port is planning to position itself as a potential container transfer center in the region. To support this new operation, the port is developing a dedicated container yard to handle transshipment services, according to a statement from the Hambantota port. Hambantota International Port recently also bought new cranes to boost its container handling capacity to 1 million TEUs a year. Here's Megara with this week's ESG update of the week.
For the Los Angeles area, the recent string of wildfires represent a worst-case scenario. The powerful and prolonged Santa Ana winds struck after months without significant rain.
The fires have forced nearly 180,000 people to evacuate, cutting power to nearly 500,000 customers and burning thousands of homes. According to a federal analysis, the risk of wildfire to homes in Los Angeles County is higher than in 99% of counties in the United States. Pacific Palisades, the Hollywood Hills, and Altadena, these three areas are where blazes are burning and have a very high fire hazard severity.
And now for the international highlight of the week.
The US economy closed out 2024 with yet another month of massive job growth, adding 256,000 jobs into the economy in December 2024. The unemployment rate dipped to 4.1% from 4.2%, wrapping up a year that marked a return to the pre-pandemic norms, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics data released on Friday. The US economy added about 2.2 million jobs in 2024, an average of 186,000 jobs per month. The solid labor market has helped fuel consumer spending, which in turn has kept the overall economy strong, and GDP is growing at a robust 3.1% annualized rate, while inflation has eased as well. And that's it for this week's LOLC Securities Weekly Market Roundup. As always, no matter what decision you make with regard to your investments, make it with the right intel. We will see you in a brand new week.